Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Yes, I know it has been a hot minute since I have made a YouTube video, and oh my god, we're gonna get into that. But I am excited. 2023, and I am posting another video. So as you can see, this is a new series that I am going to be doing on my channel. So as by the name, you have not seen this before, but I am calling it Coco with Coco. And essentially, I'm hoping, this is my idea, is like every Sunday we just sit down and we have a chat about different topics, and yeah, we just have a little discussion. We have a little discussion over cocoa, even though, okay, this part's not going to make much sense, but I do not drink hot drinks. So essentially it is us having a chat. I do have a drink, it just won't be a hot one. So here's mine. I am actually being hella boring and just drinking some water. I can't even show you because I will spill it, but this is my trusty cup that I will be having throughout this, just to, you know, lubricate the esophagus and all that. So yeah, this is the vibe. So when I came up with this name, essentially I wasn't sure whether I wanted to call it Coco Chats or Hot Cocoa or Hot Cocoa with Coco, because obviously if you guys were subscribers or followed me from Facebook, Instagram, I used to call myself Hot Coco, the Hot Coco after Hot Coco Bang Bang from is it from the Cleveland show or is it from Family Guy? I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it's the Cleveland show. So that's where my name came from. I just took off the bang bang part because it was given X-rated. So as I've got older, I've changed it and it's COCOAXCHELLA now. And yeah, so the name officially is now Coco with Coco, which is figuratively, is used in a figurative sense because I don't drink hot drinks and I probably won't drink any cocoa. Do you know what I might? Do you know what? Maybe one day when we get into this, I might have a hot drink. I don't know, maybe. But for now, some nice aqua. So the reason why I don't really drink hot drinks is I just don't like the feeling after you drink it. So you know, like you have a mouthful of a hot drink, whether it's tea, coffee, cocoa, whatever it is, I don't like that warm feeling. I know that sounds weird, but I don't like that warm feeling in my throat, and then it's just like, why are my organs warm? Don't like warm organs, it just feels weird. So let's actually get into where I have been, which is the topic today. So I work in TV production. Those of you that have followed me before or didn't know, I work in television production, and I've been doing that since, God knows, years, endless years. I genuinely don't know how long it's been, because obviously there was COVID. So when there was COVID, that was a year out, and I've just had another year out. So consecutively, I would say I've probably worked about 4 years in TV. Firstly, I was out because I was working on a show called The Midwich Cuckoos. If you haven't seen it, please check it out. It's on Sky. It's about alien children. So if you're into alien children thing, it's based on a book, John Wyndham, something Wyndham. But yeah, it's based off of that, and it's pretty sick, so you should check it out. It was really fun to work on. So that is the main reason. I was out for 8 months filming that, and then afterwards I got ill. Okay. And when I say ill, I mean chronically ill, but it's one of those illnesses where you look fine on the outside. So an invisible chronic illness, and that sucks, right? So the invisible chronic illness is, well, it's two things. So one I've had ongoing, but it hadn't caused me any problem until I got older. So I have a condition called scoliosis, but mine's scoliosis of the thorax. So my spine, so just imagine you're seeing the back of me, my spine curves like that, and then it goes down. So because of this curve, I get a lot of muscular problems in my shoulders and especially in my neck. So if I lift up anything too heavy, or if I sleep wrong, pain, excruciating pain. So headaches, migraines, the lot, like just constant pains, living on painkillers. So that was the main reason why I thought, let me take a break out of TV from carrying heavy equipment. It really done me in. Second reason, my other chronic illness that I have are nasal polyps. So nasal polyps, if you follow me on Instagram, you've seen me speak about my stress with them. I might insert a video if I can find it from when I finally got diagnosed So this was around about December time. They thought I had a chest infection, which I probably did. I'm very prone to chest infections. I have asthma. That's another illness I have. I am riddled with illnesses. It's insane. So I had a chest infection, had antibiotics. It seemed like it was getting better, but then it wasn't. So my chest infection turned into a sinus infection. Yay. I also am very allergic to a lot of things like dust, cats, just pollen. Like, yeah, that flower outside, not my friend. And with that comes nasal polyps, which I didn't realise at the time. So as I'm trying to live life, with this neck condition, and all of a sudden I am struggling to breathe. My nose is just swollen, completely swollen. I'm like, what is going on? I'm taking allergy tablets, I'm taking another one of my nasal sprays. I was like, I don't know what the problem is. I'm going to the doctors. They're refusing to look at my nose to see if there's like a blockage or something. I was just endlessly going to the doctors. So eventually I had to go private, which was so annoying because private is so expensive. And I went to a private consultation. When I tell you this guy, right, this doctor, great guy, right, he sat me in a chair, is very nice, and he was like, okay, let's look in your nose. I was like, oh my god, finally someone's gonna look in my nose. Bear in mind, this was like, I've been dealing with this since December. This was probably like April, maybe, actually no, probably later than that. It's probably about June time. All I know it was warm outside because I was wearing shorts. So I've been dealing with this from December, probably actually sooner than that, because I was having a lot of allergic reactions whilst I was still at work, and I was having allergy tablets. My asthma was flaring up. I was wheezing. It wasn't a good time, but I didn't think anything of it other than maybe I just had an allergy. So fast forward to now, it's June. I'm sitting in the chair. Man goes, let me look in your nose. I was like, cool. Man looks at my nose. He goes, you've got polyps. Literally, I'm telling you, I paid £250 for this guy to diagnose me in 10 seconds. 10 seconds it took for this guy to diagnose me when I'd been going to the doctors. I had been going to the GP bare times, begging them, look in my nose, and they wouldn't. They would not. They're just like, oh, I don't need to. Well, clearly you did. Okay, clearly you did, because the guy that I had to pay £250 for looked in my nose and diagnosed me in 10 seconds. 10 seconds, he made £250 off of me. Anyway, I was grateful at this point. So I was like, okay, cool, I know what it is, so how do we treat it? And he goes, well, if you're not been responding to other medications, surgery. I was like, huh? Surgery? Surgery? What kind of surgery? And he was like, oh, it's like a pretty simple procedure. It's only going to take half an hour. We basically put you to sleep. I was like, no. No, I don't know. I don't like the thought of being put to sleep. Like, something else is making me go to sleep. I just don't like the sound of that. Don't like it. So I was like, okay, cool, I'll think about it. Then he's like, oh, you can be part of some tests we're doing where you just get 2 injections and we monitor you. It's something that's not available medication yet, but it could be. I was like, no. I was like, no, I'm not being experimented on. I can't. I get every side effect known under the sun. I already have too many illnesses. My body is not strong enough to try new medication, you know? It's just not. So I was like, okay, cool, thanks for the diagnosis, but I'm gonna find another way that I can get the surgery without being put to sleep. Fast forward to now, this is about, I would say, August time, mid-August. I go to another private doctor, a specialist. I found him online from doing research about, you know, how to remove nasal polyps via surgery without being put to sleep, so under local anesthetic. And he came up and I was like, cool, Dr. Karagama, his name is. So I went there. How much did I pay? Like maybe £200? Again, for him to diagnose me for the consultation. And he's like, yeah, you're gonna need surgery, but we can do that for you. I was like, calm, great. How much? Dude was like, you can see I got PTSD, I can't even say it. Dude was like, yeah, it's only gonna cost like 1,600. I was like, 1,600? So I will insert the video here so you can actually see what he did. I had to pay for that extra, so it was like 400 and something pounds. But it was very necessary because, as you can see, I really hope you're not squeamish. I will actually make sure I've put a trigger warning up before I put this video up. But yeah, he checked my nose, saw the polyps. I had grade 3. So we go to grade 4. That's how far as it was. And I was at grade 3. And I also had swollen turbinates. So they swelled shut because of the polyps that were growing in my nose. So yeah, I got into surgery September 9th. Maybe, was it 9th? Something like that. September, it was early September. And yeah, it was a very smooth day. I was looked after, and the only pain I would say I was felt, so when he did the surgery, I was awake, I was lying down, and basically, you know, I was given loads of numbing medication, and I thought this was great. So many numbing medication. So I was just stuffing all these packages up my nose, and it was just dripping down the back of my throat. I was lying there, I was just like swallowing it, but because it's numbing, my throat was numb, so I couldn't even feel that I was swallowing. It was such a weird sensation, but I had a suction, so anytime my mouth was filling up with spit, I could just oh
hey yo,
yeah, I was using the suction thing, and he then injected my nose, and that took all that process, I would say, probably took about 15 minutes. And then he started, you know, getting his micro debrider micro something, whatever it is, something that's a tube with teeth on it, and just started, you know, basically hoovering and chewing out the nasal polyps. And yeah, it wasn't too bad. Some parts were a little bit pinchy, and I'll be like, ow, it hurts a little bit, and he would stop instantly. Like as soon as I said like ow, just a minimal ow, he would just stop, numb me some more, go to the other nose, do that, come back. And I can't say I was in there more than about maybe 45 minutes. And then when he packed the adrenaline in my nose started burning, and I could feel pain like in my eyes, like in the back of my eyes, inside my skull. It was weird. That was when the pain hit, and I was like, wow, this hurts a lot right now. And I have a pretty high pain threshold, but out of 10, I would say I was clocking in at about 8 and a 9, and that's for someone who has high pain threshold. If you have low pain threshold, you'd probably pass out. Like it hurt a lot. It hurt a lot. And I started making myself panic a lot because I just wanted to go upstairs, see my parents, and have some pain meds. That's all I wanted. And so I started crying. I was like, oh my God, it hurts. I was sitting there in the recovery room just crying like it hurts. And I'm like, don't worry, it'll be okay. Like you're going to get some medication. As soon as you're able to swallow, you can have medication, which is why the pain set in. And I was panicking because I couldn't swallow yet. I couldn't take any painkillers because I couldn't feel my throat, and that's very dangerous, obviously. Get upstairs, take my painkillers, and I tell you, I had 2 paracetamols and codeine, gone. Didn't feel no pain again. So if you do have nasal polyps and you end up in this situation and you don't like to be put under, there will be a little bit of pain. If you have polyps as much as I did. So I was at grade 3, so maybe if you have like a 2 or a 1, it might not be as painful. But if you have 3 or a 4 even, and you get done under local, there will be a period of maybe like half an hour of pain. But after that, and you get your meds, fine, it's cool, it's calm. Like you're plain sailing. I didn't feel any pain after that. I was bleeding, as you can see. I was bleeding a bit, but yeah, it was fine. So that is basically what I've been dealing with, which is why I haven't been YouTubing that much, which is why I just had to focus on my health. I just had to take a break from my career and just focus on getting myself right, which I did. I took a year off and I did that. I've still been posting on Instagram. If you follow me on Instagram, that is at COCOAXCHELLA. And yeah, because I can take pictures, it's fine. But like when it comes to like editing and sitting down and doing YouTube videos, it was just a lot, especially as I was having migraines every couple of days. So I had head pain, neck pain, couldn't breathe. No, I just had to take some time. And I think if you guys are struggling with anything, whether it's mental health, physical pain, an invisible illness, sometimes it is just good to just take a break like this. Take a break, sip your drink, just sip it. Just sip your drink and just break, because we all deserve to have a break from life. Even though society is like, you gotta hustle, turn every dream that you have into making money. Anything that you think is fun, turn it into making money. Hustle. No, look, you don't have to do that. You don't have to live your life like that. If other people want to, calm, let them live their life like that. But if you want to take some time and have a break, then do that. Doesn't make you a bad person. Doesn't mean you're lazy. It doesn't mean anything. It just means other people need to mind their business if they think otherwise. And you should just do what makes you happy. And that's all you can do, really. So enough of the negative stuff. There has been some positive things. I've been in 2 music videos. I had the pleasure of being in 2 of his music videos so far. I can't obviously play them because copyright, but I will put some footage up here that will be muted, unfortunately. You'll have to go, I will link below, go to the video, check it out, thumbs it up. But yeah, I had the pleasure of being in 2 really sick videos. So the first one was Game, which is by Bookie and Corey Taylor, and then the second one was a remake of Teenage Dirtbag called Bookie's Dirtbag, so also check that out as well. So they are some positives. I hadn't been in a music video for so long, so yeah, that was a great time. I also, in that time that I have been away from TV, I did get my first research credit, so I am very, very happy with that. So that was for a show that I worked on called Police Custody. I got my first researcher credit on that. So there were some positives this year, apart from having very bad health because I've been clearly neglecting it. I did make some progress and I have achieved some things. Me and Ryan, we're still together, so if you don't follow us on our joint Instagram page at Toya and Ryan, yeah, we're still together, we're still very happy. Currently, we're like working on our finances, so our credit score. We're going to be meeting with a mortgage advisor just to get some advice from there as well, because we're looking at moving in together. Yay! So instead of giving dead money to a landlord, we really just want to move in and save up. We want to get a deposit before we move in. We're trying to save up, get a decent deposit so we can find a really nice home somewhere together. So that is our next step together. And yeah, so that's basically what's been going on in my life. That's why I haven't been on YouTube, but I have started posting some of my TikToks here as shorts, so I will continue to do that. I am still trying to get used to looking in the camera. As you notice, my eyes dart all over the place. I do apologise. I will work on looking dead ass at you. What's that? Oh, it's makeup. So I have to say, what's that? Am I going mouldy? Like, what is that? I really hope you guys are doing well as well, and I hope everything that you want to achieve in 2023 happens, and I hope 2023 is your year, because I'm trying to make it my year. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Please don't hesitate to hit that notification bell, like, comment and subscribe, all that great stuff, and I will see you guys in my next video. Don't know what the topic will be yet, but you'll see in the next video the title and we'll go from there. That's basically all I can say. So thanks guys for tuning in, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.